What if we did just smile, share it all around? So after receiving the 10 commandments, Moses made his way down the mountain carrying the tablets with the commandments etched in them. And remember what he found when he got to the bottom of the mountain. People were worshiping a golden calf and carrying on in all kinds of ways. Oh my gosh, in his frustration, he just threw the tablets to the ground and they broke into pieces. When he settled down, calmed himself down, he noticed the mess. But then he realized all was still well because they had been saved in the clouds. We've been studying these 10 commandments in a different way so that we can carry them. I still see people smiling. Thank you. The first couple of commandments, the first two, are how we identify God, that essence and energy that moves in the universe, that essence and energy that is alive and lived as each of us. That which really can never be named, but yet has many names. Those first two commandments are how we relate to that God. And today we move on to the third commandment that in Exodus 27 says, "You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold them guiltless who takes his name in vain." Now, we as a culture have become pretty loose and casual in our language. We don't speak as we once did, even going back to colonial times. We are freer with our words, and we hear all kinds of language. Words that were taboo to say and use on a regular basis in the past are now commonplace, be it good, bad, or indifferent. It's just the nature of things. But our words tend to have numerous meanings. Our words have the meaning that the traditional dictionary gave, Merriam-Webster, whatever version you use, that written definition that's in the dictionary. And then words have a cultural meaning of today. And we find those cultural meanings in the Urban Dictionary. And if you want an interesting reading, pick up Google. Yeah, I don't think it's printed. You have to Google it and find out what words and phrases mean in the Urban Dictionary today. And then words have the meaning that is infused by the person who speaks them. That we know that our words have power, and it's the energy that we put behind our words that give them additional meaning. When we woke up this morning and it was raining and we saw what the day might look like, what did we say? Did we say, "Good morning, God"? Or did we say, "Good God, morning"? Same words, but a really different meaning. What if we wake up every morning and say, "Good morning, God"? It calls us to remember that all of our words are formative and creative. That we say every Sunday in our 5 principles, we are co-creators with God, actively creating our world through the thoughts we hold in mind, and those thoughts become our words. Now, the text of this third commandment varies depending on the translation of the Bible that we use, right? Last week, we went to the Aramaic, which is the language that Jesus would have spoken, and what did we learn? Jealous, translated to zealous, right? So from judgment to enthusiasm. And today, I'm going to take this third commandment from the Aramaic also. And it says in the Lamb's Bible, "You shall not take a false oath in the name of the Lord your God. For the Lord will not declare them innocent who takes an oath in his name falsely." So thinking of an oath, we think a solemn promise. When we take an oath to tell the truth, we make a commitment to tell only the truth. To take the word of God as a false oath, we avoid that. And when we look at a little further, with the name of God that is often used is what? I am. I am. In Exodus 3, 1-15, it says, "Now Moses was tending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest, and he led the flock to the far side of the desert, and he came to Horeb, the mountain of God. And there an angel of the Lord appeared to him in flames of fire within a bush. Moses saw that though the bush was on fire, it did not burn up. So Moses thought, I need to go over and see what this strange sight is. Why does the bush not burn up? When the Lord saw that he had gone over to take a look, God called to him from within the bush, Moses, Moses. And Moses said, Here I am. Don't come any closer, God said. Take off your sandals, for the place where you stand is holy ground. And then he said, I am the Lord, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. And this, Moses hid his face because he was afraid to look at God. And the Lord said, I have indeed seen the misery of my people in Egypt. I have heard them crying out because the slave drivers, and I'm concerned about their suffering. So I've come down to rescue them from the hand of the Egyptians and to bring them up out of the land into good and spacious land, flowing with milk and honey. The home of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Hivites, and others. And now the cry of the Israelites has reached me, and I have seen the way of the Egyptians are oppressing you. So now go, and I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt. But Moses said to God, Who am I, that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt? And God said, I will be with you, and this will be my sign to you, that it is I who have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt, you will worship God on this mountain. And Moses said to God, Suppose I go to the Israelites and say to them, The God of your fathers has sent me to you. And they ask me, What is his name? What shall I tell them? And God said to Moses, I am who I am. That is what you are to say to the Israelites. I am has sent me. There was enough power in those two words, I am, for the Israelites to follow Moses. And we know it was a very long journey, a long time of wandering, seeking and finding. So there's that power in the I am. So here we go. I am so tired. I am broke. I am not smart enough. I am, too old. This is what we mean by taking the Lord's name and making a false oath from that name. The Lord, I am. And let's remember that the Lord, and we say this often, is our highest consciousness, our creative mind, our spiritual self. I am. Is my I am really so tired? Is my most creative mind, my spiritual self, really broke? Is my I am truthfully too old? I think not. In that creative power that is in each of us, we are co-creating machines. Right at this very minute, we are co-creating our future. We are co-creating this minute. So whether it's a miserable minute, whether it's a happy, joyful minute, we're co-creating that together with our God. And that, Lord, is the activity of our spiritual I am. And whenever I invoke the I am calling upon the power and the presence of God. I am calling that up into, through, and out of me. When we call up the I am, we are invoking the principle of God to respond to whatever we declare after the I am. So we use spiritual discernment. We move and live from divine truth, our highest consciousness, our highest thinking. And we speak power through the I am. We speak with power, and we speak the power of our divinity rather than our humanity. I'm compelled to remember that this I am is the power that moves through my thoughts and my words, and even out into my actions, into the world, towards others. So I hold myself accountable when I say, you are. You are. And whatever follows that. In the heat of the disagreement, what follows you are, might not be so kind or nice or pleasant. In the heat of an argument or disagreement. And yet in the moment of remembering the truth of who I am, and therefore the truth of who you are, what follows will be loving, kind, uplifting. It will be what's true for you. It will be what's true for all humanity, that we are beloved of God. We are perfect and complete right in this moment. We are called to be more every moment. We are called into a deeper relationship with our God with every moment, with every breath. And yet right here in this moment, whatever is for us right now, we are perfect. And I'm remembered to use these words about people who I'm not present with, people who I've maybe had breakfast with earlier this morning or yesterday. I keep that same accountability with my thoughts and guide them to truth. I keep that same accountability with the words that come out of my mouth because they are creative. And if I'm living in my principles, I remember the divine truth, and what I say about a person is speaking their truth, whether they're present or not. Have you ever gossiped about another person? Come on, let's be real. Yes, we've all gossiped about a person. We've all said something. Oh my goodness, did you see what they wore? Who told them that was okay? Or, boy, they really expect a lot, don't they? We've all talked about someone. Even What we say is true. If the person isn't present, it's gossip. And remember, our words are creative and formative. Thankfully, not every word we speak or every thought we have comes into being. But that energy is out there, right? It comes out of us, and we can stand next to people and feel the vibration of them. We've all walked into a room and felt the vibe of a room, and we know, uh-oh, something's going on in here. Or we can walk into a room and say, oh, my goodness, this feels like a safe, happy place to be, doesn't it? And when we live our unity principles and we say that our thoughts and words and what we hold in mind with enthusiasm and consistency comes into being, rather than speaking from fear or lack or unworthiness or doubt, we speak truth to our power with the I am. It's our birthright, our I am. The Christ consciousness that is in every single being. So we speak our I am and following affirmations of divine truth. I am powerful beyond measure. Are you? Thank you. I am wise and discerning with my words. I am enough. And sometimes more than enough. I am joyful, loving, and kind. I am the qualities of the divine pressed into human form. I am a radiant being of light. What if we said that every day for ourselves? What if we said that every day to people that we meet on our way? What if we said that every day with every encounter, whether it was pleasant or unpleasant? Hello, you radiant being of light. Try it. Just see what happens. Hello, you radiant being of light. I see you. I see what you really are. That's when we invoke the power of the I am. That's when we keep integrity and we do not take the name of our God in vain. The I am honors the divine. I am honors all that we are. Unity co-founder said this about the I am. Charles Fillmore. Hitch your I am to a star and let it carry you to the broad expanses of heaven. There is room aplenty. You will not knock elbows with anyone if you get the surging crowd to hitch your I am to the star of spiritual understanding. As we in this human experience are quickened with spiritual faith, the word is endowed with power. I am. So let's practice using the I am, that name of God, to heighten our spiritual awareness, to strengthen our spiritual wisdom, to fortify our spiritual understanding. Not just in this human realm, but in that realm of spirit, in that unlimited spaciousness of spirit. Speaking our I am with clarity, with truth, with enthusiasm. And it keeps us from taking the name of our God in vain. Speaking our I am with power and with conviction honors the name of God. This week, practice I am. So call out your I am. What is the I am that you will carry this week? I am. I'm going to carry, I am a radiant being of light. What are you going to carry? I am love. I am resilient. I am merciful. Woo! There's going to be some power walking around our planet this week, huh? So whatever your I am is, call it out, speak it. Let the I am be your truth. And you will never have to fear taking the name of the Lord our God in vain. Let your I am be heard. Let your I am be seen and felt by everyone you encounter. So have no other gods before me. Make no graven images, and don't take the name of the Lord in vain. And above all, let all you do be done with love. Namaste.